Got a tester. 1, 2. This is. Oh, the mic's down.
Mic down.
Mic down.
Look at that. Right there.
Spiked it.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up? Yeah, what's up? I should say that first, right?
Yeah.
I was just going to be like, this is episode 10, right?
Episode 10, dude.
Double
Double digits.
Nice.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
We have hit double digits. It's time to celebrate.
It's kind of a milestone.
So, James and I had recently discussed, not very much, but I'm throwing it out there right now. Episode 10. This is a huge milestone for a very good podcast. We hit the double digits.
Yep, we're there.
We're gonna give away the famed everybody knows about the
Everyone
classic
knows about the
the
classic.
sock mics.
We're giving them away.
We're gonna sign them.
Mm-hmm.
We're signing them and giving them away. So I think I'm just gonna do it on. I usually post the episode on Twitter.
Right.
So if you listen to this, go to my Twitter. I'm gonna post it. Anyone that retweets the
link?
The link, yeah, the link, like the post that I make, like linking this episode, one lucky retweeter will win these coveted sock mics. The Nike notorious Nike white sock mics. James and I are gonna sign them. I'm gonna sign one. James will sign the other. So if you want some of these crazy, insane, like the history behind these sock mics is unreal.
These will be like an Indiana Jones movie would be like in the future. Like they're gonna be looking for these.
Exactly. It's like the Crystal Skull.
It's
like
it's the equivalent of the Crystal Skull for podcast memorabilia.
Insane. You could frame them.
Oh, you could frame them.
Hang the socks up.
Mm-hmm. You could wear them if you really wanted to.
You could wear them.
I would like it not to get soiled with your dirty feet. You should put an altar. Put these on an altar.
Put these over your first pair of socks and wear them as a second pair.
You're right. That's what you can do.
That way they remain clean.
Mm-hmm. These cannot get tarnished. However, if you win them, they're your socks, so do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. You can do whatever you want with them. We're gonna sign them. They're gonna be worth $5 million within the next 5 years.
Easy. I mean, that's the low estimate on.
So this
$5 million.
Yeah.
So this is kind of an investment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really a retweet. It doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything, and then you end up making the big bucks in the end.
Right.
Like
it's a win-win.
Exactly. Who doesn't want to retweet that?
Exactly.
Who doesn't want a signed
Someone
sock
who's not
mic?
smart would not retweet it. But if you're smart, you'll retweet it.
Yeah, exactly. They're clean. They're freshly cleaned right out the dresser. Although they will have some of our talking spittle on it.
They will have some
our DNA.
Some DNA.
Yeah, they'll have some camo and jammo DNA. So later, if we want to be cloned, if anything happens, we can be easily cloned through the sock mics.
Replaced. If one of us, gets taken out or something, then we can just swap one in real quick.
Get a hit on us or something.
Yeah.
That'd be like the only thing I could see happening is someone puts a hit on us.
Yeah, I mean, with today's technology and medical sciences, I mean, there's no reason to think I can't live to be 100 or 200.
Exactly. I mean, there are people that are cloning their pets now.
Why not humans? Let's just start with humans.
Let's just jump right in all the way.
And what not better subjects than us?
Yeah. The master podcast
Master.
Men. That'd be so perfect. We could have 2 podcasts if they clone both of us.
Mm-hmm.
2 separate podcasts, see kind of how the clones, like what they think.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, I don't know.
Do you think clones would think anything different?
Like, what if we separately record the podcast and they're the exact same podcast?
Ooh.
Or they would have their own stream of consciousness and talk about different things.
Would they have their own? Because they're us, so they would think.
I mean,
like
they
us,
don't share
right?
a brain; they're sharing other experiences. Like if we're away from each other, they're experiencing different.
You're right. I'm thinking everything up until like.
It's like an alternate dimension almost.
Yeah, then they definitely have their own things to talk about. They have their own clone talk.
Clone talk. That's
Can you imagine though, like a network of the same 2 people cloned for every they cover the sports, the news, the weather, but it's just the same 2 people the entire show.
Yeah, but like different.
Like this is Camo V1 and here's Camo V3 with the news, with traffic.
This is clone news.
Clone news.
Yes, from the eyes of the clone.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
That would be awesome. I would love to be cloned.
I feel like there should be a movie about that.
I bet there
there is, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I'm thinking of it in a movie because I've seen it or something.
Maybe not like that exact. Like,
right,
topic.
Not that exact, not the clone news thing. I don't think I've seen that in the movie, but
yeah,
there's
Clone
definitely
News, the movie.
We're clone.
We could make it. We could make a film. I would love to make a movie about clones.
About clones?
Yeah.
It'd be so easy. We could just use each other. And then
That's it. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. We only need
just use each other. We don't even have to clone ourselves. We can just pretend like we do.
We actually have to clone ourselves for this movie.
In order to make the movie.
The budget's like $1 quintillion because we have to clone humans.
We're cloning every cast member in the movie.
We're doubling ourselves.
Just for the movie.
Yeah.
Just increasing the population just for our movie.
There's going to be 14 billion people on Earth. And we're like, we got to film this movie.
Yeah, so.
Sorry.
Get a couple clones in. I bet we could get the funding for that if we ask the right people.
Warren Buffett. Just tweet at him. Hey, I have a crazy idea for a movie. At Steven Spielberg.
Listen to this.
There's no explosions.
Michael
Bay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Michael Bay.
Bay. We'll talk to Michael Bay.
I almost said Mark Wahlberg instead of Michael Bay, but I'm sure he could give us a few bucks.
Yeah,
they are the same person. Yeah, explosions and muscles and waking up at 2 a.m. to work out. God, I've seen people do Mark Wahlberg's routine, and they're like, God, it's absolute hell. They're like, who does this?
I feel like you only I don't know. I think you do that if you're so busy. I feel like a celebrity's so stretched for time that they have to, if they want to work out on their own or whatever, they have to wake up that early.
Yeah.
But I thought about that too because there's a guy that I follow that just wakes up at 4 a.m. and every time he'll post at 4:30 or 4 a.m. it's the face of his watch, and it shows the time, and then after he's done working out, he'll show a picture of just the floor and all sweaty and everything. And it's if I were to do that, I'd wake up at 4 a.m., work out, and then sit around for the next 6 hours. Yeah. So it's there's not...
Right. There's no point in waking up that early for us.
Yeah.
They have so much to do. That's the only time they can work out is at the ass crack of dawn. When it's still... Not even. It's still dark out.
Yeah, literally before dawn.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay, so I want to address a problem that we've run into.
We've hit a bit of a roadblock.
Yeah, we've hit a bit of a bump in the road. So what's going on with you guys? No questions? We asked for questions.
And nothing?
Nothing? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the fan base, and it really hurts me.
It's kind of painful.
It is. We got one question.
So
2 days ago, we got one question, and that's it. No,
and we know you guys can do better. That's the thing. That's why we're upset.
We're challenging you.
Yeah.
And this is for everything.
This is also for you.
Like
your questions are for you.
Exactly. You want to hear them answered. You want to hear what we have.
If you
our
listen
hot
to
takes
us talk for 2 hours about animal feet,
monkey feet
in particular, you owe it to yourself to hear something you want to hear about.
Exactly. Who knows if you want to hear about monkey feet for 2 hours? We want to know what you want to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one question.
Let's get it.
I got was from one of the boys. His name's Garrett.
Boys.
Also, I got I don't remember if you heard me talking about my one friend that binged all the podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Christian, by the way. He got kind of upset that I just said my friend. I didn't give him a shout out.
Christian.
Yeah, shout out Christian.
Shout out Christian.
Who binged all of the podcasts and enjoyed them. Told me what a great job Jamo and I are doing.
Thank you, Christian.
Thanks,
now,
Christian.
Ask us a question, please.
Yeah, what the heck? You've been binging all of them, didn't even ask us a question. That's just not even right.
But still, thanks for binging them.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for listening.
But please step it up a little bit.
Yeah, step it up. Let's
do
work
better.
on
Let's all do better.
Yeah, this is like a coach coming to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys.
Listen, we had a pretty good first half.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are really fumbling the ball now.
We're going to come out stronger.
Exactly.
In the second half.
Okay, so the question I got from Garrett was how many Shaquille O'Neals do you think it would take to take down a silverback gorilla? And he said...
What's the rules to the fight?
He said...
Weapons?
In his in
Where are we? Are we in the
where's
jungle?
Where's that?
I want to know the rules of engagement.
He said we can assume he's in physical prime, not current Shaq, not retired Shaq.
Okay.
So physical prime Shaq.
Where we at?
Where we at?
Yeah.
What do you mean where we at?
Like where are they fighting at? Like if it's in the jungle
It's like home court advantage.
for Gorilla Boy.
I'm thinking in the jungle.
All right.
Yeah.
Like Shaq, because the the gorilla's not gonna fly to him.
No,
you know
say
what I mean? So
Shaq's
Shaq's
flown
gonna
in.
have to. Okay.
How many Shaqs though? I was thinking it was probably like. I was gonna say at
6.
least like 3.
Ooh, I'm thinking 10.
10?
Those gorillas are so strong.
Yeah, that's true. But Shaq's
No,
a
but like
large
we don't
guy.
understand the strength of animals. Like,
True. I really have no idea
mean,
what
not
the
that
scope is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like this thing's a
Beef
beef boy. And
Silverback gorillas
and it's
are
not like they're gonna take it
no
easy.
joke.
Like,
yeah.
They fight to kill. Like
The primal instinct is
yeah, that's
all
the
or
thing. Is like they
nothing.
have. It's just raw strength. It's not like they're not gonna be like, oh, I can't go anymore, or like
yeah.
they're gonna keep going until they die. Or you
Exactly.
die. So
Okay,
I was
true.
thinking at least 5 Shaqs. Like
Okay.
minimum, we're talking 5 Shaqs.
Minimum 5. Okay, now that you brought that to my attention, I'm gonna raise from 3 to 5. Because I just thought 3 of them could at least like one of them takes the beating while the other 2 just kind of
just like sacrifice
yeah
one
one
Shaq
of them
for
like whoever gets picked out of the 3 is they're like
the run to the litter.
yeah they're like all right it's me
The run to
I
the
guess.
Shaq
yeah
clones.
yeah whichever clone didn't turn out
The deformed clone.
Yeah. One of the genomes got messed up, and he's just he's a little bit weaker than the rest, so he
Yeah,
kind of gets
he's not full Shaq strength.
yeah.
But I'm thinking like, okay, I think those gorillas are about as big as, I don't know about as tall, but I mean they're about as big as he is.
I would
even
say
on
they're
their
like as big
knuckles.
as 2 Shaqs.
As tall, how tall is Shaq?
I have no idea.
We should probably look that up.
Let's get some more Shaq facts going.
Shaq facts. That sounds like a segment.
Shaq
Shaq
facts.
facts.
What's up, guys?
I don't know.
7'1".
Now, how tall is a
Jesus.
silverback gorilla? We gotta figure that out.
Okay. Let's get some.
Let's get some info in. We'll get some intel.
This says how powerful is a silverback gorilla? Gorillas are strong because when compared to humans, a gorilla is about 9 times stronger than an average man.
God dang.
A silverback gorilla can lift up to 815 kilograms of dead weight.
Holy crap. Okay.
I don't know what the
I gotta
kilogram.
convert it. That's
Yeah.
I'm 90% sure that's a lot. How many was it? 800 kilograms?
815 kilograms.
Because
The maximum
I
a
think
human can
kilograms.
do is like 410 kilograms.
815 kg to pounds.
Oops.
There's no way, Cameron. You ready? 815 kilograms is about 1,796 pounds.
Jesus.
That's
Just
almost a
one.
ton.
The western gorilla is usually 5'2" to 5'6".
Okay,
like,
so
tall.
Shaq's still a little. That's not that much
Got
of
the
a height
height,
difference.
but like, yeah.
The strength. That's what I'm saying. That raw strength, dude. They don't.
It's that pure power, bro.
It is. It's untamed.
Dude,
I was
gorillas
thinking-
freak me out, bro. Any kind of powerful animal, I'm freaked out.
Dude, gorillas are insane too. Like they'll take cubs of lions, like little lion cubs, and
Yeah.
keep them around for a little bit, so why other lions aren't like messing with them, and then they'll just kill it.
Just throw it somewhere.
I literally watched a video of it. Just huck it.
Just huck it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know. Yeah. Dude,
They're ruthless.
yeah.
Okay, true.
That kid was lucky Harambe. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched it. I never saw the full video of that, by the way. I only see like the picture,
Yeah.
the still image from the meme.
yeah.
That kid got drugged through some water for a while.
Yeah.
I was like, God.
But
that
I mean, it
kid's-
like wasn't hurting the child. It was kind of carrying it around like, I don't know.
The video I saw, it was like grabbing him by his leg,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
was like pulling him.
it's a gorilla. It doesn't really know how to handle a child like a
Yeah,
human would.
it's gonna.
Just drag
Cradle
it by
it.
the leg, yeah. It's
But
cradle it,
still.
put it to bed, give it a
yeah,
snack.
I'm thinking at least. I'm thinking 10 Shaqs.
10?
I think
Okay.
10's probably. I think that's as even as I can get, cause I don't know. 5 seems like just like we're getting there. Like 3, I don't think is enough.
No.
5, I think is. I can be like, we're getting close.
Like minimum 8.
8 might be it.
And then the other 2 would really put it over the edge. I
I
think
just want to know how long is it gonna take for one? Can they surround them? How many Shaqs will it take to surround them? And then, but what are they gonna do? They're just gonna pummel them?
Exactly, kind of dogpile on them.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be so overwhelmed. It's not gonna
Right.
gonna know where to go and what to do. It's just gonna be flailing around. But I think if you have 3 of the SHAQs, could kind of, I don't know, could you even hold down a
Distract it.
gorilla?
Dude, I don't think
you can.
3 of them can hold it down. Maybe 5 could hold it down. I'm thinking
So
like
maybe that's why we need 10. We need
Yeah.
5 to hold it down,
Right.
and the other 5 to just punch it while it's down.
just punching a gorilla. That'd be a sight to see.
Just happen across that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Shaq in his prime was pretty strong too.
Yeah, I don't know what
With
Prime Shaq.
The height, yeah, I don't really know much about Prime Shaq, but like the height and like
I don't know much about retired Shaq. I just know he likes hot wings, or he does the hot wing face.
He DJs and the Shaq DJing meme is probably my favorite meme on the planet. You know, the one where he's like got the headphones on, he's like,
Yeah.
it's like pumping his hand at the DJ table, and they just put like random songs over it, like the most like the dumbest songs. I think it's so
like
funny.
the Wii music or whatever.
Yeah. But I think if like there's 10 of them, the gorilla could get a few like swings on.
It's gonna hit a lick. It's gonna hit a couple licks on
Yeah,
Shaq's.
and I'm thinking like one hit from that, like the power of that gorilla has got to like.
It's gotta that's a.
You're gonna be
get
done
knocked out,
after
right?
one.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna take for. Is it a one punch type thing? Like how many swings, how many hits from the gorilla will it take to put down a Shaq? Because even if it's one hit and they're trying to surround him, I mean, he just has to do the helicopter.
Right, and whip it around,
and
like some Donkey Kong, like like in Smash Bros. You know when he
does that
spin,
twirl.
does the spin move up.
Yeah, that would be an instant
You're
Shaq annihilator.
He's correct. The Shaq annihilator.
It's like that move is super effective. It's against him.
It's kind of scary. Because I really think one solid hit could take down a Shaq. Like
so.
Like if you get a nice hit, like with the gorilla power,
yeah,
you could.
Because they're freaking. Do they have paws or hands?
They have hands, bro. It's a gorilla.
Yeah, that rough leather.
And they got feet. They got the monkey feet.
They legit have the monkey feet.
So
that's actually why Shaqs are fighting them, because they're trying to get.
They're trying to get their monkey
feet. Yeah.
Dude. So we can.
Would it punch though? That's the thing. Would it close fist, or is it gonna like open?
I think
fist
it would
smack?
I think it would kind of open fist, or like
really
kind of clobber them. Like kind of like put their fists together and like above their head.
Oh yeah,
bring it down.
Hammer fist them.
Yeah, that's what I feel like was gonna happen, or just swing their arms around and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing that more. Is it's gonna be on its hand and back legs, so it's just gonna want to swing its whatever arm down.
And imagine imagine the gorilla jumps up on its hands and does like a donkey kick with like both feet.
Oh my god! Just kicks
Shaq's
through.
flying through a tree or something.
He's going across the map.
Yeah, he's done for.
He's out of the arena.
Yeah. So I think,
I feel like 10, but I kind of want to see this simulated now.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to run the tests on that one.
Because what's an average man? Like, what's the strength of an average man?
It was said the average was like 410 kilograms.
Oh, okay. For like that humans can do?
But if 815 is like 1,000 something.
Yeah, but I think kilograms aren't measured evenly.
Okay, like you couldn't cut it in half. Like
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna look real quick, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it kind of is actually. Never mind. It's like 903 pounds.
900.
So I don't know what they're basing that off of, like strength. Like, is that I don't know. Like my brain just went to like a combo. Like if you added the amount that they can bench press and that they can squat.
Yeah.
And then deadlift, I guess. Like, because that's the only way I would think to measure.
Right. But there's no way you could get that much like.
But there's humans.
That much force out,
What's that? At once?
Like an average man, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way they can like exert that amount of energy. I think. For me, at least, I don't know.
I wonder what the stamina level is for the gorilla.
I bet it's high, dude.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be running off that adrenaline and instincts? It's not going to give.
It's going to be everything.
It's not going to be tired. It's
no.
Going to be fighting Shaqs for its life. Oh, if it was a mama gorilla with a baby behind it,
all 10 are done. All 10 Shaqs are absolutely
You're
destroyed.
Just get a
You're
gun.
just walking into a losing battle.
Could you imagine if gorillas knew how to use guns like Planet of the Apes?
We'd be done. It'd be Planet of the Apes.
It would actually be Planet of the Apes. That movie's not it's not science fiction.
It's real.
It's future.
That's a prediction.
It's a prediction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's kind of think of the word. It's future.
And you know they could though. Monkeys are smart enough.
Oh yeah, they could. I don't know if they could aim, but they could definitely learn how to shoot it.
Even
I've
if
seen
they-
videos
yeah.
of the things like grabbing them and they're just walking around with it, and then they pull it, and it's just like because it's like an AK out in the Congo or something.
That's
That
what
was
an
the
AK
gun,
sounds
not
like.
the monkey.
Yeah. The gun is screaming. Oh.
But yeah, I think gorilla wins.
Yeah, gorilla
I think
wins
at least
even
10,
with 10 SHAQs.
10 plus SHAQs you're gonna need.
Respect. You gotta admire I don't know. Nature is metal, bro.
Dude, nature is metal.
Nature is metal. Gorillas are insane. Nobody mess with a gorilla. This is not an invitation to.
Do not openly try to. You aren't even the strength of 10 SHAQs. So
Yeah, you are
don't even
absolutely
try
not the
it.
strength of 10 primetime SHAQs.
Primetime SHAQs. Could you imagine if like that was a thing that happened with like criminals,
You have
like
to
people
fight a
on death
gorilla.
row? We would just like gladiator style. Would just throw like. I don't even know how you judge that, but it could be a TV show where you're like
That'd be crazy TLC show.
TLC. It's on Oxygen.
Yeah.
Or something.
It's on True TV.
True TV.
Right
it
after
would be.
Impractical Jokers.
Yeah. This dude getting mauled by a gorilla.
That'd be the
A good follow-up.
Instead of the chair, instead of like lethal injection, you have to
Yeah.
just get in the pit with a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with that. I guess it depends what
What
they did.
What if that was the last wish? Like, they get like a last meal or whatever.
So last one, they're like, I want to be thrown in the
I don't
pit
want.
with a gorilla.
Yeah, I don't want a steak. I want to
Test my
I want to
strength.
fight a lion.
That'd be interesting.
That's how they used to do it. I think.
How do you think PETA would? I don't think PETA
I
would
feel
like
like
that
PETA
very
would. I
much.
feel like PETA doesn't like humans more than they want to protect animals.
Yeah, dude.
know what I
Have
mean?
you seen PETA go crazy on Animal Crossing?
Yeah, remember I talked about it on like episode 1
Yeah,
or 2.
but there's like more. I saw something more.
Oh,
Like,
really?
There
I
was
saw it trending again. I was like,
yeah, I
was ahead
guess
of this.
there's this video PETA put up that they got like 10, 15 people in like a Animal Crossing lobby.
Mm-hmm. Like
And then-
in the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, for some reason I'm thinking Animal Crossing is like has a headquarters, and there's like protesters in the lobby. I was way too
Animal
literal with
Crossing
that.
HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. The building just has like Nook
Yeah, the Nook
Nook
leaf on it.
on it. Yeah.
No, it's actually Nook Incorporated.
Yeah.
Like that's what the building is.
All right, but there's about 15 pitas.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
How many
They like.
pitas would it take to?
They would just love it.
They would love it. 0.
They would just like
1.
caress the gorilla. They like all got together and then did like they
protesting.
they like went to the museum and like showed that there were no fish in the tanks.
Okay.
Um,
Dude, online like protests. Like that's an interesting thing. Like they go in the game and they make signs that say like "Don't fish here" or something like that. But it's
Yeah.
all the games. so they
it
can't-
seriously it says empty the tanks like in Animal Crossing.
Yes, that's so crazy.
That's so whack.
You don't even have to. Isn't that like the laziest form of activism? Like
Playing a game.
you're literally playing a game,
Yeah.
and you're like, "I'm doing it for the cause."
Keep this app about engaged audience. Brands have found a way to get on board the game. PETA has made it no secret that it thinks Animal Crossing breaks a number of animal rights laws. It recently posted a vegan guide to the game that advises
Mhm.
players against fishing, catching bugs, collecting clams, or capturing hermit crabs.
That's kind of insane. If you think about people that had to fight for like civil rights and like actual
problems.
actual problems, people were like trying to get their freedom or their right to vote.
Like,
or-
don't get me wrong, I understand like treating animals as poor. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, like I'm against that, but like
right.
Animal Crossing.
What good are you doing coming into
Exactly.
a game?
Yeah. What good are you doing to like the real life animals
Yeah.
like that? That's not doing anything.
Right. Like I don't believe in murder, but I'm not protesting GTA or
Right?
Call of Duty. Like,
Yeah.
it's a game. That's kind of why it's a game.
Storming the museum, shouting, "Empty the tanks and fish our friends."
Who,
So I think they like.
Who's the Blathers?
Yeah.
That's what I think is the most pointless thing. The game can't react. Like, what is it gonna do? Blathers is gonna walk out and apologize.
Yeah, he's still like snoozing during the daytime.
Yeah,
he's still
idiots
asleep.
go at night when he's awake.
Exactly.
You don't even know who you're talking to.
I saw it on Twitter the other day and I was just fully blown away.
I saw it trending, but I thought it was I thought more people were picking up on what I had looked at earlier. Not like I discovered it, but like the earlier thing. So I kind of just overlooked it. But man,
like the vegan guide.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about that again. I didn't quite realize that they were in-game protesting.
Several of them can be seen surrounding Blathers, the cartoon owl, while shouting their angry messages. Blathers encourages players to take fish out of their natural habitats so he can trap them in tiny tanks.
Okay, some of those tanks are huge. I don't know
Dude,
if you've gotten I got a whale shark.
They're massive.
A big old tank.
I haven't played in a minute, but when I do play, I'm catching fish and I'm putting it in.
Put it in the
I'm putting it in the museum, dude. That's what I want to do.
The tiniest cage, just to show you, softies.
It's even worse. Like if you just before, you don't even put it in the museum, you just like show it off and it puts it in the tiny.
Puts it in like the baggie that you get from the fair. From
exactly.
Goldfish.
Or it puts it in a little tank that's the exact same size as the fish that it can't even move. Like you just put them on display in your house or something.
Right. I just put it on the beach, let it evaporate in the hot sun.
Let it look at the ocean like where it came from.
Oh, that'd be torture, dude. You'll never go back to this again.
I'm torturing my fish in Animal Crossing. That's what's happening.
Try and stop me, PETA.
Try and stop me, PETA. You can't handle this. I have my own Switch.
No, but that's like the people getting. You know how the last episode we were talking about people getting softer and.
Yeah.
Like I think that's that's a good example of it right
there. That's just life, bro. Like that's all that's happening is we're just becoming softer and softer. I mean, that sounds like such like a. I don't know, like such like a Midwest thing to say. I feel like
people are just getting soft nowadays. They don't want to do some work, roll up their sleeves, and get some elbow grease going.
Exactly, some like country boy saying like, "Hey, I've been working on my tractor all day. You guys open your offices."
Yeah, you don't know what real work is.
You don't know
you're slinging hay.
Exactly, you ain't feeding the cows like I am.
Waking up at 5 a.m. to eat breakfast after working a hard day.
After already working for a couple hours, 5 a.m.
I worked a full day before my day started.
Hey.
I don't know. I think that, but there's also a lot of hardworking people.
I mean, yeah.
I was thinking about like what's it gonna be like in the future? Are we even gonna have to work for for money? Like not like 10 years in the future. Like I was thinking about how different we used to think. Like way back, like in like ancient Greek times, like your property was you part of like how if you like your left hand, like the unclean hand or whatever, like if you touch someone with that, then you made them unclean. Like that's how people thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and then like girls like having periods, they were like that's like Satan,
it's a witch,
kill it. Like they literally just killed
witchcraft.
people because stuff like that
because of a normal.
So I'm like, so how long did it take us to get to where we're at now?
A long time.
And like think about how recently, like in terms of world history, how recently like we freed slaves.
Yeah, dude. It
like,
really wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't even 200 years.
That's insane.
Right?
I mean 200 years it's a lot, but it's not.
Not in the span of
not in the span of like human existence.
Human existence. Yeah, that's what I mean. And it still exists today, like just not in America, but it exists in the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's still going on, which is truly insane to me.
Yeah, that's something like how nature is metal. Like there's all these things we don't think about. There's some like
humans are ass. Nature's metal. Humans are ass. That's what it is, bro. How can you trap and enslave another human being?
But they're not thinking like us. That's
yeah,
the thing.
That's
like,
true. There's a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say like. I feel like now we like understand, but then again, like we understand like that was bad,
mm-hmm.
but like in their time, they understood that it wasn't bad.
Yeah, like there was a couple people who probably thought it was bad.
Yeah,
But there's
like,
also people that were just as much like, no, this is like people
Yeah,
literally
this is the way
used
of life.
like, yeah, people used the Bible. Like people are like, this is what God put these people on earth for.
Yeah.
Like that's so messed up.
That's true.
But that's how a majority of the people thought. You know what I mean? Like I guess not a majority, but that's how at least half the country thought.
Right. I think especially in the early days too, they really just followed the Bible and looked at that for every answer and every way of thinking.
Yeah. Well, there's certain things that got taken out of like there's a lot of things that you could use, you know, especially in like the Old Testament, because those books were written way long ago. So like women shouldn't have cut their hair, like that was against cultural norms or something back then. So it's like there's stuff like that where if you take it literally and you apply it to today, you're going to seem like that's way
That's just
I don't even know how to like comprehend that, like someone actually thinking
that is correct.
Right. So
yeah.
Cuz it's like the Bible it's not really like pro slavery. I mean, it talks about slavery, but that was cuz Jews were held in captivity by Egyptians.
Right.
So it's like, but it's frustrating for me because I'm a religious person who believes in the Bible. So it's like, yeah, the fact that people like hijacked what? Like I think Muslims are the same way because that's like what we see as terrorists are actually just the extremists. Like it's not the majority of people that believe in the Quran. So it's just like, I don't know. People are weird, but they'll use like the amount of power, I guess, that holy texts have.
Yeah, that's true.
Over people's lives.
Because you could just not really blame it, but that's what you can use as your reasoning.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say
and
scapegoat,
people are like,
but it's not like they're using it as an excuse. Like
no,
they actually believe that.
They truly believe in it. And people are like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a holy text, so we can't touch
must
it.
Be done.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, I get it. Yeah, you've converted me into this different way of thinking that is completely like out of the norm because it is through the holy text.
Yeah. Because I'm reading a book that's talking about the way we think now, like how we reason things, and is that a chopper or a lawnmower?
I think my mom is mowing the lawn right now.
Cutting grass.
I don't think the mic will pick it up.
Okay, cool.
It shouldn't. I mean, they were like the other day they were like cutting down the trees like with the chainsaws. It didn't pick it up, so it should be good. Right. But if it does, if anybody hears like a droning on noise, that's just my mom mowing. Just mowing the yard.
But the book's talking about like how the way we think, like kind of where it came from. And that's what put that thought in my head about like what are people going to think 200 years ago? Because like basically there's like there was religious like thinking, like people that were scholars were basically a lot of religious. I don't know, even I was going to say scholars again, but like people that could read, like priests, like those were your smart people, like those were your those were your high up intellectuals.
Because they could read and then like nobody else could, so that's just I didn't even think about that. Like they're the only ones that could read.
Yeah,
and they're reading what they're just projecting it onto others.
Exactly.
And then
like
since they don't understand, they're just following it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, he can read. He's smart. I'm going to do exactly what he says. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so there's that. And then, let's see. So you're talking about how religious thinking, so it wasn't even like the thinking itself. It was just like the philosophies that come from like early, like a lot of in the West, which is like the Americas, like a lot of our thinking is Judeo-Christian based, like whether we believe in those beliefs or not. Like we think kind of like the fact that we think human life is like valuable, like slavery, like we're against, like it's pretty safe to say that everyone's against slavery, right?
Yeah.
Like there's there's a couple racists out there probably, but it's like that's definitely not.
The survey says.
Yeah.
Like most people are against racism.
Right.
I mean slavery. Both.
This a country divided.
Yeah.
But so like they're talking about how so that kind of comes from early religious thinking in like the Old Testament and stuff like that, and then also how like philosophers in the Greek and Roman times, how we reason things, like how we're like, okay, this happens because of this, or just like the way we think. I haven't got deep enough into the book to like give a good example of it, but he's talking about how like those two things colliding are kind of how we think, like that shaped how we think today, like
Right.
how our brains work. And I've never thought about that. Like I just assumed this is how everyone's brain works.
Yeah.
But
Just how
like,
everybody turned out.
yeah, like, oh, everyone thinks like this, but it's like, no, dude. Imagine going back like 1,000 years. I can't even comprehend what you think. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a completely. It's like the world keeps like evolving into new worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't even comprehend what it was like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Like obviously not, but like
We can picture the setting and maybe, but that's the dude, you'd like to think that you think like this now, but it's like you probably wouldn't. I'm just assuming you wouldn't. And then that's why I was like, what are we gonna think 1,000 years from now? Like we
Dude.
think we're smart and advanced now. Like
we're not.
are we even gonna have to talk? Can we just
communicate
telepathically
through the chips in our neck or whatever? Nobody has to open their mouth anymore. Nobody has to walk anymore. It's like Wall-E.
It's like
Yeah.
Wall-E, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's just fat and in their chairs.
Life is Wall-E. That's also a prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, and then it goes to Wall-E.
The Wall-E.
That's how we're gonna evolve. I mean, or like iRobot.
I like that movie, but I didn't.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not the full movie. I've seen like little bits and pieces of it to understand that the robots take over and
giblets.
Will Smith has to save the world.
Classic.
Classic.
Have you seen I Am Legend?
No.
That's a good. I like that. I like that one better than iRobot, and it's a
Yeah.
Will Smith movie. But it's like some infected, like they're not quite zombies, but they're kind of zombies, but they're like super sensitive to light.
Oh.
So they come out at nighttime. So he has to. It's really sad. He has to kill his dog. It's like
I heard about that.
the saddest thing.
Like that's like one of the biggest things is like, I feel like it's a big meme. You know,
Him killing his dog.
they're like, you think you cried then,
Oh,
and then it's just a picture of like
it's like where
him.
girls cry and it's like where boys cry.
Yeah, it's like where him like about to put his dog down. Have you seen actually saw a really funny video on YouTube. You know Kevin James,
Yes.
the legendary actor.
Mm-hmm.
He has a YouTube channel, and he's been like posting videos. It's like these
Was
little
it like short films?
no.
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, it made me think of I Am Legend as like a little short skit
Mm-hmm.
where like he green screened himself in to I Am Legend,
Yeah.
but he's the sound guy.
Okay.
So like, there's this part where like,
I think I saw that on my recommended.
yeah, like Will Smith comes up in the movie like on one of his like friends, I think, but they're like the zombie kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so instead of that, like Kevin James puts himself in that position,
Mm-hmm.
and so like Will Smith is screaming at him, and then Kevin James is like, he's like, no man, I'm just the sound guy, and then he like pulls the gun up, and he's like, dude, and then oh no, he pulls the gun up, and then Kevin James pulls out a pistol, and he's like, you don't want to do that. He's like, I'm just the sound guy, man. And then it's just like it's kind of funny. He did one for the Joker, the new Joker movie, but I didn't watch it. But he just like he plays the sound guy.
Dude, that's pretty
like,
cool.
Yeah, he like green screens himself in as the sound guy, and like it's just like they go back and forth like through like the original movie, and like he just like adds into it to make it look like they're gonna like attack him or something.
Right.
Which I thought was really funny. I love Kevin James.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, for someone that was like a meme for being mall cop, he's actually pretty funny.
Dude, Kevin James is great.
He
I just watched Grown Ups the other day, like the first one. That's such a classic movie.
Really? I don't think I've seen it.
Dude, you not seen the first Grown Ups?
I don't think so.
Wow, you gotta watch them. Well, there's two of them. The second one, the second one's pretty good.
Okay.
I like it, but the first one,
OG.
the first one, it's like it's got the OG cast. You know, it's got Adam Sandler, Kevin James.
Is that the one where they're like in the tubes, like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like got Adam Sandler, Kevin James,
Is that
David.
the movie where they're at the pool?
They're in the tubes.
They're in the
Is it the
tube.
movie where they go to the pool? Yes.
I love that one.
Like, oh shit, that's such a good movie.
It's my favorite movie.
Yeah. Like David Spade, Rob Schneider, and Chris
Rob
Rock.
Schneider is Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. I love Rob Schneider. That guy's a freak, bro.
Kevin, I thought you were gonna say Kevin James made this it's like a short film. It's like 2 minutes, so it's basically a little video. But It's like
He did, or is that what you thought I was gonna say?
no, he did. And it's like the cops are after these guys, like they're running, and there's like dogs chasing them and everything, and they're like, they're coming for us. He's like, we gotta keep running. And then it cuts to 2 hours earlier, and you just see them shake hands, and then they like stop and look at each other, and they turn, and there's a lady on the phone. It's like, yes, I'm seeing two guys because of the whole coronavirus thing.
Oh yeah.
So it's
okay.
like if it's like kind of a satire on
oh,
on people.
that makes sense because they shook hands. They're like,
and everyone, yeah, because that was a thing. Like, not the shaking hands, but like I can't remember if it's California or New York. I want to say it's New York, but I also feel like I read it being in California. But like if you saw your neighbors or people not like
social distancing,
following the guidelines, you could report them. Like there's a number you could call and report them. It's like how
that's crazy.
Crazy is that? Like Emily and I went on a jog the other day.
Yogging.
We went yogging, and there was a guy that's like, "That's not 6 feet apart," and he was just joking. But I was just like, oh, could you imagine though? Like if I was in a different state,
dude, police would be called on you.
Yeah,
you'd be going to jail.
That's crazy.
For
I've been
going
watching
young.
more live PD lately.
Yeah.
And now it's like anytime I get pulled over, I'm waiting for it. Can you step out of the car, please? Because every time they pull someone over, they basically ask them to step out of the car, then they find drugs. So I'm like,
do I have drugs?
Yeah, yeah, it's actually, that's the twist. Every episode, they're going to be like, step out of the car, please. We're going to deploy my canine unit. And then, like, we detected an odor narcotics. And then it's just going to be a camera dude with the media, the vest that says media on it.
Whoa.
Like, what?
I don't do crack.
What is... Yeah.
How did that get there? Have you seen the videos of the actual cops that will, like, plant drugs? Oh, there's been a couple.
Really?
I've seen a couple, like, it's not like live PD shit.
Right,
it's like
real
body
cam.
Yeah, body cam shit of, like, cops, like, planting, like, coke or, like, meth.
Yeah.
Like, they'll, like, ask somebody to step out of their car, and they'll go search it, and then they'll, like, you can see him pull it out of his pocket and be like, look what I just found. Wow. And then they go to jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just saw a video. I think
some scumbag shit
trending on Twitter. There's something that's trending on Twitter, but I saw a video on Instagram of a dude that was like, they rolled up to him, and they're like hands on the wheel, whatever. Like they gave him orders, and then he followed, and they just hear 3 gunshots. Like it literally happened within 30 seconds of them like coming up to the vehicle, but the video like doesn't show what happened.
Yeah.
So it's like. My first take was that's messed up, but my second, which I think is like, I think that's a fair thing, but I feel like it's also valid to ask what happened.
Right.
Like I feel like that's
context.
Yeah, context really matters, and I feel like some people don't even want to give room for context.
No,
like
context I think matters the most in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like if I even said like, what did he do? Then I'm like victim blaming or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's like I just want to know what happened. But
I just want to understand what's going on. Like, I have zero. I just watched like 30 seconds of someone getting shot. Like there's no reason. There's no like scuffle. There's nothing.
Yeah, it is pretty sad how the I think the theory is like the bad apples theory. How like a few bad apples spoil the bunch or whatever.
The whole bunch.
It is kind of sad how people abuse that power, and then how then that gets like reflected of the whole the whole thing. Like as someone who wants to be a police officer, it's like that's definitely not the case that's what happens.
Yeah,
like,
it's not everybody.
Yeah, and it's so like it's you have to use your judgment, I think, but like the Ahmad, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the guy was going on a jog and he got shot, and there's a video of it. Ahmad Arbery or something like that. He was a dude going through a neighborhood and he was just jogging, or he said he was just jogging. He went to a house. He went to look at a house that was under construction.
Yeah.
Which is not illegal.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so like people called in because they thought he was robbing or trespassing or something. And then they followed him on in a truck, and he was jogging. And he was like, they show the video, which is like, that's first of all, the red flag is why is someone videotaping from behind, like someone's behind the truck of them, and then he gets out. Him and the guy are fighting over the gun, and then you can see the guy get shot with the gun, and he falls over. And it's like That's crazy. So when I watch that, I'm like, okay, I want to know why. What's the context before? But my first take of that was like, yeah, that looks pretty not right. Like that
Right.
doesn't look justified.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the one I don't know if I'm thinking about the same one, but there's like they like released the call to the police,
Uh huh.
and the guy was like, he's just jogging.
Yeah, it's
And the
probably
police
that
are
one.
like, okay, so what's he doing wrong? He's like, he's just running.
Yeah, it's probably that one because it actually happened a while ago, but
Yeah.
it just now got like resurfaced or it's getting looked into again. So when I see something like that and it's like, that's pretty. I think that's bad. Like I think you have to call it like there's people I feel like no matter what happens they're gonna be like, no, the police are. They're the thin blue line that protects
Yeah.
us. Like, they're all good, or like they won't say they're all good, but they don't think the police are doing anything wrong. But I think
Right.
a reasonable person would be like, yeah, there's some bad police out there, or I guess I wasn't even the police in this situation, but still. So anyway, what I was going to talk about is how like I think LeBron James said something like black people can't even go out and walk, like they're,
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's like, all right, so I get it, but it's also like that's definitely not. Like, I feel like that's making the situation worse
Right.
by saying that.
I mean, it's true, but like, I don't know. That one's tough. I'm not educated enough to speak on that. I don't think.
I mean, I know what he's like. I get what he's saying because if that were someone,
You just see it so much that you
Yeah.
understand where he's coming from.
well, I don't know if I see it so much, but it's like I can understand why he would say that. Like he's frustrated because it seems like there's always
Always.
something in the news like that, but it's also definitely not what happens all the time. Like, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like, it's not
yeah.
like every black person's getting shot for going outside. Like, this is I feel like it doesn't happen very often. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the news like that.
Right.
So anyway, all I was gonna say is, it's frustrating how you have people that do that in the first place, the people that actually like commit the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's also annoying that you have people that conflate that person with everyone of that, like all white people are racist or all cops are bad. Or it's
Yeah, and I think that's kind of frustrating for you, since you're
as
going
a
in
white person who
well,
wants to
you're
be
going
a
in
cop.
like, yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, you're going in the criminal justice field. Like, that's gotta, like, you don't want it to reflect on you.
It's annoying. Well, I definitely don't. But that's why it's like that's kind of why I want to know what's going like.
The more context.
Yeah,
It's just
because I
more
know
context.
that like. Well, I feel like anyone, not even criminal justice like majors, but like everyone would be like, okay, I want to know more about why this is happening. But yeah,
Right.
it is frustrating because yeah, it'd be like if this was like the 30s, then like you know what I mean. Everyone like loves the cop or like
Right.
the small town.
Yeah.
Everyone,
the small town police force, like that, they're the heroes.
they're the heroes of the community.
They can do
yeah,
no wrong.
and like now recently, like they're like, are you sure you want to do this? Like you're not gonna be a popular person.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
you're
You're
gonna
kind
be
of be
popular for
looked
the
at.
wrong reason.
Yeah. People are gonna like
Yeah,
turn the other way.
people are gonna be scared almost.
Right.
Yeah. So part of me is like, that's definitely not what I want, but I also think that it's like I take it more of as a challenge to
That's cool.
do
Yeah.
to be the one that like
That does
change their
good
mind
and
or
like
something.
changes everybody. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I don't know, man.
James,
It's
number
great.
one, dude.
Dude, I'm
I like
trying.
that. You're changing the world, James.
I'm trying. I think that's a big philosophy I've picked up on is like, if everyone made their corner of the world a better place, like I don't like Kroger at all, but when I
Right.
go in there, I'm there, and I'm there for if I'm there like even if I'm there for 2 hours, 8 hours. I'm not over there for 2 hours, but you know what I mean. Like I'm there for 8 hours.
It doesn't matter how long you're there.
Right, I'm there. So I feel like it's part of my responsibility as a person on this earth with this life to like try to make it better. So it's like
I respect that because I think it should be. That's how it should be. Everybody should be like that. They should make it better. Nobody thinks about that. I don't think.
I feel like that,
There's
yeah.
only like a select few people that are like, okay, I'm going here, even though I hate it. I'm gonna make it better though. Like I'm gonna try to
Right.
make someone else's like day better. I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like yeah, make your corner of the world better, and then I had another one. I can't remember. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like if everyone worked on their own little corner, like there's so many things that we're involved in that like if we really try to, like, could you imagine? Like that's what it's like how much it's like make your corner of the world a better place, and then leave leave something better than when you came to it or into it. So like, if you come in, I don't know. I think you get what I'm talking about, though, right? Like if you
I do.
If you go to work, like leave work like with more
in a
people.
better shape than it was when you got there.
Yeah, the place or the people like in better condition than when you got there. Yeah. So
And
I feel like there's a lot of things that people are involved with their own lives, and we kind of just do and don't really think about how much impact. Like
right.
for me, it's like Kroger. It's a part-time job. I really don't like it. I don't want to stay there very long. But there's people who that's their career.
That's their life.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just wake up, go to Kroger, go to sleep. Like that's it. That's one of the 4 things they do every day. So it's like for me, it's not a big deal if I have a good day, or it's not like a huge deal if I have a bad day. Cause it's
right,
like,
because that's just
like I might
temporary.
have the next 3 or 4 days off. So it's like I can do whatever. But these people have to deal with it. So it's like I'm gonna try to make their life a little easier here, because I feel like I'm volunteering almost some days. You know what I mean? Like when I work like 1 day a week, I'm like, what am I?
This is just a volunteer shift.
Yeah. But also speaking of Kroger, local Facebook here blew up with the.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a letter that was like from Kroger asking that you repay the hero/hazard pay that they gave you, and that's 100% false. Like they can't.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, I sent that to Cindy, and she might have said that it could be just that one person. Like maybe they got accidentally overpaid, but even then, it's Kroger's fault. Like
they would just take it out on payroll or something like that.
Yeah, really.
They wouldn't have you pay them back.
No,
because they don't ever. That's like taxes. Like your taxes just get taken out, and then if they take out too much, they'll give it back to you. They don't ever like, hey, pay us.
Yeah.
In increments, and then we'll pay you back.
It's just some like anti-Kroger propaganda. Someone who hates Kroger. They type that up. They're like, look what they sent me.
I'm trying to.
They don't even work at
Someone who works
Kroger.
at Aldi's or something, like their competitor. They're trying to.
Yeah. This source from a known Aldi's employee cannot be trusted for any Kroger slander. That doesn't make sense, though.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to take down Kroger.
It's Fred Meyer.
One Facebook post at a time.
Just hitting the small towns. That's where it starts. That's where the revolution begins.
We have to pay back our heroes' pay. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, could you imagine if that was real though? Like
the thought of that is so outlandish. It's so backwards.
Yeah, unless some executives are smoking like straight meth.
Yeah.
It's like
they're just eating the crack rocks.
Like pop rocks. Like hard candy. They're just.
We'll make them pay back their hero pay. Blah, blah, blah.
That'll make people like us.
Yeah. So yeah, I love going to Kroger.
I'm friendly and fresh.
I'm friendly and fresh, and I'm paying back all my.
And I have less money.
Yeah.
I'm friendly.
I'm
fresh,
paying
and
back
broke.
the money they gave me.
Yes. I will submit to the authority of Fred Meyer.
I don't know why I just thought about it. It's kind
it.
of super off topic what we're talking about.
That's fine.
But the whole like PETA and like Animal Crossing thing got me thinking. Last night I was talking to one of my friends at work, and he was looking up like owning poison dart frogs, and I thought that would be so sick.
Dude, that's almost like having a gun.
Well, no, okay. He was telling me about it because I've always like wanted to own like a reptile of some sort, like an amphibian, I guess. Because I've always wanted a chameleon. I think owning it like a chameleon would be so sick.
Yeah.
So the thing with poison dart frogs is the reason they're poisonous is like in their natural habitat, like in the rainforest or wherever they're from, the bugs that they
Chicago,
eat.
Wherever
yeah,
they're from.
From Chicago. Yeah.
Like wherever.
They're from Florida. But the poison dart frog, the reason that it's poisonous is from the bugs that it eats.
Oh, really?
Like that are native there. So like the bugs they eat give them like I forget what it's called in it.
That toxin.
Yeah, the toxin.
That neurotoxin.
So like if you have them like domesticated here,
they're not poisonous.
and you're feeding them like crickets and shit, they're not poisonous. Really? You still can't really touch them. They're like super delicate. So like if you touch it for too long, like it'll dry out their skin.
Wow.
And like
they're like super sensitive.
Yeah, super sensitive. So you're like really not supposed to touch them anyway. But I think it'd be they just look cool. They're like the bright blue ones and like the green and like yellow ones.
Dude, frogs
and like
are so
orange.
much cooler than toads, I think.
Frogs are dope. I saw a toad last night. It scared the shit out of me.
Really? Was it a big boy?
It was a big boy. I was like walking in the house, like I was opening the door and I saw it like hopping away. I nearly shit in my pants.
We see a couple toads around our house.
Yeah.
But they all look the same. So it's
Is it
kind of
the
like
same toad?
that's our theory, is that it's the same toad, but
It's
we
your
did see
one
two.
friend?
We saw two at once, so we know it's not that. But
Oh,
look
that's
at,
his clone.
look at this little guard. I mean, we saw this in Kokomo. I've never seen a snake at our house, and I'm out in Kokomo on a run, and there's a little gardener snake.
Dude, I do not vibe with snakes, bro.
My mom hates snakes.
I hate snakes.
She says
and spiders.
She says it's the tongue thing, like, 'cause they flick out their tongue.
Really?
That freaks her out.
The everything about them freaks me out. Is the whole like slithering thing. I think what freaks me out is like the biting. Like I'm just scared of like being bit in general.
Right.
But by a snake, that sounds like hell.
I just like that's I feel like I heard that's like a evolutionary thing, like because snakes are in the grass and like because like they can just bite your ankle and like that can kill you, right? How like we're naturally afraid of things that can kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think is what
I'm so terrified. That's why I'm terrified of sharks, dude. There's no reason for me to be scared of sharks, but knowing that it can like absolutely like kill me, I'm a no go.
I saw something the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it was literally like everything was shark related. Like it wasn't Shark Week, but it was like the shark episode of something, and I was like, dude,
Cameron would be freaking out right now.
Yeah. I'll send you this link and then say like boo or something after it. You scared, yeah?
I just block you. Say James, never again. You cannot be scaring me like that.
My two topics are they happened within 10 minutes of each other.
Respect. Okay.
It was last night too.
Nice.
Cause usually before I like go to bed, I'll just I'll watch a couple YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But apparently like the weirder videos come out. It's almost like
they
TV.
Come out at night.
Like you know how like the 3 a.m. that's where the ads for like talk to hot girls on the phone. There's and I think it's because I listened to the Joe Rogan with because it's like 4.5 hours long. It's an ungodly long podcast with Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan. It's like the new one, and I think I don't know why, but I fall asleep to it because it's just I know there's like I don't have to listen, like pay attention.
It's just kind of you can just hear it.
Yeah, and so anyway, so it's like this whole little channel that's about like conspiracy theory stuff. And it's like humans, like 5G is they're melting our brainwaves, and they're doing all this stuff, and then the very end of it, it's like you can't see this girl talking for the first like couple words, but then it cuts to her, and she says, "I've taken many different forms on many different planets," and it's like,
it's the 5G talking.
Can you imagine thinking that though?
Yeah,
like being convinced that you're like,
I am from another planet.
I'm not a human. I'm merely existing in a human form. Like that's some really astral, like
weird. How do you get there? How do you get to that point?
I think you have to do like, for me, it stems from like reincarnation. Like you have to believe that like your spirit is you, not like this, like that you transcend physical form or something like that.
Right. Okay. I don't know. That freaks me out.
That's it?
Yeah.
Do you vibe with reincarnation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of neat to think about. I don't believe it, but I think it'd be cool. I think it is something that like it makes sense is what I should say. It makes sense that you can use that to
like your energy
explain why you're here and explain the afterlife, because that's the biggest thing, right? That's like a lot of religion is, and it's like explaining what happens after you die.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's like reincarnation makes sense because it's, I don't know. What do you think you'd be? A cricket?
Yeah, probably a cricket.
Just freaking cricket boy.
A cricket? I'm a cricket.
A cricket boy?
I'm a little cricket.
I don't know.
Or I'd be like a little amoeba in some water.
Some like single cell organism.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd want to be like an animal or something, I think. I'd be a shark, dude.
Dude,
become my worst fear, yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty poetic.
I'd be a great white. An amazing white.
You would be a great white. Amazing white.
An amazing white shark.
With the same, like, your tattoos and everything on the shark.
Yes.
That's how you know. He would be an amazing white shark.
That's cute.
Be the friendliest white shark.
Who would you be?
I don't know. I'd like to think I'm an animal, but no matter what. I feel like a bird. I used to be really into tigers. Like, I used to love tigers.
Yeah.
Then this whole Joe Exotic thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I liked him before it was cool.
I can't like tigers anymore.
Lately, I've been vibing with birds, though, more often. Like I just
Really?
think they're so like
Birds are dope. I like a big bird, like
a big
an
bird.
eagle.
Oh, yeah,
That'd be sick.
I don't know about I don't know if I'd want to be an eagle exactly, but something of that caliber.
Yeah,
like
a
big,
large,
like a large bird.
Yeah, with the big talons, and then you get stuck in the tree.
Yeah. Gotta get my.
So maybe I'll rethink my options.
I'll be a monkey, so I have monkey feet. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like anything you be with an animal, you're gonna have like, it's gonna be a tough life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter what animal you are.
I like the idea of being a bird though, because they're I feel like they look cool.
Oh yeah, birds look dope.
I have a high chance of a human trying to tame me, and then I can just get food. You know what I mean?
Like just domesticated.
I just want to be domesticated.
That's all I want. I want someone to own me as a pet.
I feel like bugs have the worst life though. Like bugs get eaten a lot. I mean, animals do too. I almost said humans. Humans get eaten alive.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like bugs. Like if you're a boy bug, and you mate, then it's like 90% of the time you're gonna get eaten immediately after.
Yeah, but that's kind of neat though, because then you could live as a bug for like you don't really have to go through the whole life. Like,
oh yeah, it wouldn't take 100.
Yeah, it wouldn't
as
take
if
like
I'm gonna live 100 years.
Right,
It's not gonna take a whole century.
Yeah, you're gonna live as like a week as
like
a bug.
A fruit fly. It could just be a day.
Yeah, and then you get reincarnated again.
So it kind of speeds up. Okay.
Yeah,
I see that. That makes it. That puts a positive spin on the whole bug life thing.
Yeah, bugs are. It'd be cool to be a bug.
You can cycle through so many different lives. Yeah. Like humans take the longest. Dude, tortoise. Could you imagine being a tortoise then? Like 200 years later.
You're like, oh, I just want to be a bug already.
I'd rather be this piece of celery. I mean. So anyway, that was something, and then the next video had an ad for it's like a TikTok ad, and it's I thought it was gonna be people dancing, but I would have rather watched people dance.
Yeah, then what happened?
It was a plush carrot, like a big plush carrot that was like a cartoon carrot, and it's like disinfectant, and it shows someone rubbing like disinfectant on the stomach, so I'm like, of the carrot, I guess, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're cleaning, like this is because COVID and everything needs to get cleaned.
Clean your plush carrots.
Right. No. Then they took a scalpel and they cut a slit in the carrot, and then they're like, time to deliver, and they pulled 2 real carrots out of the baby carrot.
Ew.
Exactly.
I'm just sitting here with a disgusted look on my face, and nobody can see it. I'm disgusted by that.
Exactly. All I can think of is like, this is the messed up dude that's like the Gumai Kandai.
Gumai. Oh my god, I forgot about that video.
I'm like, this is the same strain of people.
Jesus. Remember that was like, that took over the world for a little bit.
I knew it because of H3H3. I don't know if that's I don't think everyone knew it from that, but that's how I knew it.
I feel like it did. I feel it was such a meme for a while. Like because I know Ethan would say it all the time. We'd just be in the car, and be like, G-lie, B-lie.
Gumai Kandai.
Gumai Kandai.
Oh God.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And that's what I saw before I went to bed.
Respect. That makes you want to download TikTok, though. I might check that out.
I would love a curated feed of that.
I think I'm going to check that out.
I think I might pop in. Might TikTok around a little bit.
I might TikTok around a little bit. Just mess around, do TikTok around, you know?
No.
You never know.
I don't know. Who even enjoys that, though?
I don't know. What's the fan base on that?
I don't get that.
What's the...
That's got to be like...
Who's that curated for?
That has to be the people that go on dark web.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no normal person's
whoa.
like... I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
It's all people that are like...
I'm going to follow them.
Yeah, I'm going to like that.
I'm going to subscribe
to them. It's got to be all people that, like... I don't know. Order illegal Chinese fireworks from a website or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What do you do on the dark web? Just see...
Order
stuff.
human organs or, like, a tiger or something.
God, could you imagine if it pulled out, like, the same video, but instead of 2 carrots, it pulls out, like, a heart. Like a human heart.
Real human heart.
But I wouldn't think, like, I'll be like, wow, that looks real. But what if it was?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You never know. It could be a gumai. A gumai
A
candai.
gumai.
A gumai.
A gumai. A jelly.
Human heart candai.
Heart
candai.
Man, but yeah, I was like, I had nothing until last night. I was like, well, I got all this stuff.
Yeah, dude, I got all these TikTok vibes going.
These YouTube ads are feeding my podcast.
Yeah. That's how it be, though. I don't know. I don't really have anything else. I'm kind of out of it today.
Yeah.
I was talking to James before this. I'm just kind of out of it right now. I feel like the depression flare up is real.
Gotcha.
Um,
Should probably work out sometime.
yeah.
Sometime soon.
The gym just opened. I'm kind of scared to go still.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
Are you going to?
Anytime? Yeah.
I need to grab a membership there.
Dude, it's open, but you have to do the
gym
6 feet. You can't use the equipment after somebody else or something. There's a bunch of rules.
Maybe it's not worth it then.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm still paying for the membership, I guess, so maybe I should go, but I don't know. It kind of stinks.
Yeah.
They're talking about if like nobody can really follow the rules, you have to go by appointment only. Like you have to go work out. Like you have a workout appointment.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would not like that.
No,
I feel like I take a long time. Like
yeah,
I've
me
spent
too.
4 hours at the gym at IUK sometimes because I'll do a set and be on my phone.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
Problem.
Yeah. I'll spend like 2.5 hours at the gym just because like in between sets I'm like playing on my phone or something.
Yeah.
I like taking my time, I guess. But I don't know. We'll see. I might go and check it out.
I say just keep running, man.
Yeah.
I feel like
I haven't ran in a couple days. I really need to do that.
That's what today's. We're recording a little earlier in the day, so I'm either gonna swim or run.
Ooh, I want to go swimming really bad.
So I said yesterday was so hot outside.
That's what's kind of. I was like, I wish I was outside, but also, like I was stuck at work all night, from
Yeah.
like 2 to 10:30. Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate those shifts. Like I do 12:30 to 9s. It's literally my whole day.
Dude, it's
like
so
if I want to have any day, it has to be after 9 or before like 12, and it's usually
wake up 8 a.m.
Yeah,
just to do something.
And there's been a couple days where I have woken up at woken.
Yeah.
I have awoken
up.
I have risen at 8 a.m.
I have
and
risen
then
from my
did a
slumber.
workout, did some I don't know homework or made myself lunch and breakfast, stuff like that.
That feels good though.
I do feel really good about myself.
Because then when you're at work, you're like, what?
I feel like it goes by quicker.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, I did something today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to do that.
It's tough.
For me, at least, I think.
It's tough.
Like,
no, it's tough for me.
Yeah.
That's
I'd rather sleep until an hour before work.
I feel like I hate that I feel like I need pre-workout. But it helps me so much more.
Yeah, pre-workout is really nice. I don't have any. I should get some before I go back into the gym.
I just use G Fuel, man. I don't use the C4 or anything crazy.
That wacky stuff that makes your entire body just tingle and go numb.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that. Like, I think Spark is the.
Sometimes it sucks.
It's the only thing I've had. Like, I'll get kind of sweaty. Like, I'll get that kind of cold sweat.
Yeah.
But I've never been like shaking or. Dude, the other day, that's all. Speaking of cold sweats, like that's how I spent my whole day. I was freaking moving watermelon bins out the ass. Like, it's so unreal. So because it's like Memorial Day and like we're having our sales going on and all that in summertime. So like watermelons, it's kind of a popular thing in the summer.
Yeah.
We've got 3 bins sitting in between like an aisle, and then we have another 3 bins in our department. But you have to rotate watermelon, otherwise they're gonna get old and rotten, and then they get on the bottom, and then they soak through like the cardboard. It smells foul. Like no, I don't think any moldy
rotting fruit.
I don't think any moldy fruit or anything smells good. But like I feel like
is, like,
strawberries is like Like I feel like there's not. It's not.
Well,
as strong
watermelons
of
are
a-
like huge and
Exactly.
like in
And
all
so
in
much.
that bin.
It's because it's so much like liquid. Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of. They're watermelons.
Mostly water.
Right, and so then it just starts to smell. So anyway, so then you have to get them, like you have to extract them, because you have to like move the watermelons around. Like if they're on the bottom, then you have to try to pick it up, but it's soft, so it ends up, it's just like a sloppy mess. It's
Ew.
disgusting. So anyway,
I'd probably throw up.
to avoid that, we have to rotate them, which just means putting the old ones on top, so that's that's what sells.
Yeah.
But what happens is the bins get low, and then you condense the bins. So get ready. This is going to be like a 10-minute explanation of what I did for
All right.
6 hours.
I'm here.
Okay. So I would take, there are 3 pallets on, like, it's like an L-shaped area. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So, like, there you go. Like, you turn an L sideways to your right, so that way your thumb is pointing towards you, and your pointer finger is pointing towards a wall or whatever. Whatever's
right.
to your right. The thumb watermelons, like down here,
Yeah.
are older than the watermelons on the pointer finger.
Okay.
So I have to take these watermelons and move them to my thumb watermelon section. So I have to move them a little bit in my department on a pallet. because it's on a bin, so it's those big bins, right? So I have to take these watermelons, put them on top of the watermelons that I took from here, and then take out this pallet, move it to the back room, bale the cardboard, put the pallet up, take the pallet jack back over here, and put this pallet in that one's place. So that's like 1. So we had 3 and 3. So I had 6 pallets of watermelon out on the sales floor. We had another 4 in the back room that I had to get out, and they stack them. Like, they'll stack one pallet with a bin on top of another pallet with a bin. So there's 2 watermelons and one, like, on one. And on top of those 2 is a pallet of cantaloupe that I have no need for because we aren't selling that much cantaloupe. But I have to unstack the cantaloupe so I can unstack the watermelon, so I can then take the 2 bins of watermelon out from the back room onto the sales floor to reposition them.
Golly.
So I spent a solid 6 hours doing
just
that.
moving, just rearranging shit.
Yeah, 300 pounds.
That's really all you're just rearranging.
Yeah, I felt like I did nothing.
Yeah,
but I did so much. And the back room is so hot because there's like no AC back there. It's just like a fan that just blows hot air. Like it's like a heater. It's not even like an AC.
Yeah. That's how it is at Target, too. Like, the back room is so humid, so hot and humid, and we got to wear the masks.
Yes.
And I'm just dripping sweat. I'm like, jeez.
So I'll wear a shirt, I just wear like a blank shirt, and then I wear a hoodie, like a really light zip-up hoodie.
Yeah.
Because I work in a cooler and like a freezer most of the time. It's not a freezer, but it's like I work in cold rooms most of the time. So, and we wear these aprons. And I hate how they feel like pulling on the back of my neck. Yeah. So I like that I have a hood to
stop it.
Yeah, like a collared shirt or
Cushion
something like that. Cushion to soften the blow.
Cushion.
So I was wearing a hoodie, and it's like I was just feeling like I spent the whole time like, you know, that cold sweat where it's like you're not actually sweating, but you feel like you're getting ready to.
Yeah.
I had that for so long, and I hated that.
That's disgusting. I'd be so uncomfortable.
I wasn't.
That makes me that makes me just get mad. I get really angry. Yeah. And I'm just in a bad mood. When I'm uncomfortable, I'm just nobody talk to me.
I have to take breaks and just
just sit,
just hang out in the cooler where it's like 10 degrees or something. I'm just like, it feels nice.
Okay,
but no, I hated how that's what I did.
That sucks, man.
That's how I spent. I mean, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But I was just like, I felt like I did nothing. But when I was doing it, it feels like so much.
You did so much work, and it feels like.
What's
changed?
The payoff? Yeah.
What happened here? Yeah. It doesn't look like anything.
Yeah. The other day he was like, I left at 3, and I'm usually the guy that closes, and so there's an older guy. His name's Bill, and he's always like, "Ow." He's like he eats chicken like all the time. Like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think is chicken. So he'll take his lunch and he's like, "It's chicken time." Buck, 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 buck. Yeah. And he just gets a rotisserie chicken and then just eats it.
Dude, that's one of those things you turn like. You ever hear like when you're a kid, you're like, you eat so many chicken nuggets, you're gonna turn into a chicken nugget. Dude's turning into a chicken.
He's turning into a chicken.
Time to eat chicken.
So anyway, he came up to me and he's like, hey, I need you to do markdowns, which is something that like you mark down all the like packaged items, so it takes like 2 hours minimum. He's like, so he left at 1:30. I did like a fuel break and another break I can take. So it's like I really have an hour and a half left of work.
Yeah.
Maybe like an hour maybe left of work. And he's like, he listed off like 7 things for me to do. And I'm like, you might want to tell that to the person that closes because I leave in an hour. He's like, oh.
You might want to tell it to somebody who cares, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Just get out of my face, Chicken Man.
Chicken Man. Oh, my God. He's such a character.
Dude. I would love to meet a Chicken Man.
Yeah.
I saw a video on Twitter of it was like one of those like fried videos, you know. Someone took a rotisserie chicken, like a cooked rotisserie chicken, and threw it in a pile of like live chichickens, and they just started eating it.
Yeah, chickens are cannibals. They will. My dad grew up with chickens, and I feel like I talk about Chad on every podcast episode, but he grew up with chickens. Dope. He's pretty cool.
Shout out Chad.
He grew up with chickens, and he's like, yeah,
they'll just be eating each other.
They'll eat each other. Yeah.
That's whack, bro.
Chickens are metal.
Chickens are so metal. How many SHAQs do you think it would take to take down a chicken?
I think one SHAQ.
Yeah.
I think one SHAQ could fight like 50 chickens.
50
chickens.
Maybe
20.
like one SHAQ for 10 chickens.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they're just not going to. He's so tall. He's just going to stomp on him.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I would say like 30.
Yeah.
And then he gets. And that's when he starts sweating.
Yeah. And then he starts breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the threshold.
Yeah.
It's like I've got about 10 more chickens in me before I start sweating.
Oh my god. What's the stamina? How many chickens you can fight?
That's the thing. That's like that's the chicken way, man. You just gotta get them with numbers.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
overpower them.
Yeah. Just have to overwhelm them. Can't overpower them.
I'm being overwhelmed with chickens.
Facebook status update. being overwhelmed with chickens.
Currently overwhelmed with chickens.
They're like the yeah. Do you ever see those memes that are like they're like Victoria, like when they would have Victorious, that Nickelodeon show,
yeah,
where they'd have like the phone,
the pear phone,
yeah. It's like the status update.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed with chickens. Feeling overwhelmed with chickens.
That would be like one of those like iCarly T-shirts, with like the random ass shit on it.
Random
T-shirts. It just like the T-shirts they always wore that just said 2 random words on it. And they're like, whoa, that's quirky and hilarious.
Toothpaste spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like overwhelmed with chickens.
Overwhelmed with chickens.
An overwhelmed chicken.
Overwhelmed chicken.
That'd be me though.
Some days you're an overwhelmed chicken. Some days you're the chicken overwhelming Shaq.
Hey, that's a great way to. That's a philosophy. That's how I live my life. Some days I'm the overwhelmed chicken. Some days I am.
Some days I'm Shaq being overwhelmed. Some days I am the chicken overwhelming.
Some days I'm Shaq. Some days I'm the chicken. That's perfect. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think we can.
I think we can wrap it up. I'm kind of out of everything. I have to pee really bad again. That seems to be a common factor.
Motif.
Yeah, probably because I've been chugging this water next to me.
I see that gallon of water too.
Yeah. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, man. I'm staying healthy.
I've had so much soda recently that was my last one I had.
I've really cut it down on soda. And then when I do have a soda, I'll have like a Coke Zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's respectful.
Because that makes me feel better about myself. Not really that it's like much better, but it makes me feel better. Yeah.
Which goes a long way.
Dude, I've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah.
That's awesome.
Like during like Christmas time and New Year's, I was like 260, like plus.
Really?
And I weighed myself the other time 245.
Nice, man.
Yeah. And like when I lost all the weight the first time, I was down to 235. Mm-hmm. And I was sticking around there. So I'm like, dude, like only 10 more pounds. Yeah.
Get there.
I at least want to do like 15. I want to get to like 230.
Yeah.
225 at the most. If I get 225, then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like
you should be happy with what you got now. I mean, you're losing weight. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is.
Don't sell yourself short, but keep grinding.
It just like I don't know. It sucks. Like you see it from both sides. It's like, oh, it's cool I'm losing weight, but it's also like
you're not. Where
I got down. Yeah, I got down to 235. Then I shot up to 260, like 265, I think. And I'm like, Jesus. Yeah. Like when I first started losing weight, like when I was my heaviest, I was 280. I'm like, I'm almost there again.
Right.
But now I'm like really trying to bring it back.
That's good, man.
Lead a healthier lifestyle.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
It's kind of tough, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. It was really nice seeing the 245 though. It's like, whoa.
It's a little win.
Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. We gotta have this.
I feel pretty
awesome
good.
For you,
yeah.
Man.
Thank you. I'm really excited. I just need to go run some more. Like I was, I've been like the all day shifts.
Yeah.
Yesterday I worked 2 to 10:30. Today I work 2:30 to 10. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow I work 11 to 7:30. I
like 11 to 7 better than.
Dude, I guess it's nice not leaving at like 10 or 10:30.
Yeah.
But it's my entire day, dude.
I know. Like but at least it's like you still have some night. Like it's all your evening and some of your.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I guess I see why 2 to 10 would be nice because you have a morning.
Yeah. We have a little bit of a morning to record a podcast. Podcast.
So, in conclusion, make sure you actually send us your questions.
Yeah, for real.
I was thinking maybe even if you send us a question, we'll count that as an entry for the sock giveaway.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either retweet or send us a question. We'll pick.
Yeah.
I'll consult James on what we should do, and whoever wants to win a very good podcast, signed Mike sock.
Signed Mike sock.
Clean, with a little bit of our DNA on it.
Little DNA.
Little DNA.
Little DNA on a sock never hurt anyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's no big deal.
We told you about the cloning thing.
Giving you free ideas.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. That was episode 10, dude. Double digits.
Episode 10. We did it, dude. Double digits. That's a milestone.
Yeah, it is. Sorry I wasn't like fully mentally here. But we can just pick it up.
We're good.
We got it. Next time I'll be here.
We'll be here.
All the way. We'll be here. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Nice, bro. Oh. Oh.